Armenia is one of the oldest countries in the world, with a history that dates back to the 3rd millennium before Christ. As early as 2000 before Christ, early kingdoms and city-states existed on the territory of present-day Armenia. In the 9th century before Christ, the powerful kingdom of Urartu, also known as Biainali, emerged, one of the first organized state structures in the region, and lasted until around 600 before Christ. After the fall of Urartu, various local dynasties took power until, in the 6th century before Christ, the Achaemenid Persian Empire under King Cyrus II, who ruled approximately from 559 to 530 before Christ, expanded and made Armenia a satrapy, that is, a province. After the fall of the Persian Empire in 331 before Christ by Alexander the Great, Armenia briefly became part of his empire and later an independent kingdom under the Artaxiad dynasty from 189 before Christ to the 1st century after Christ. Under King Tigranes the Great, who ruled from 95 to 55 before Christ, Armenia reached its greatest territorial extent, stretching from the Mediterranean coast to the Caspian Sea. In the 1st century after Christ, Armenia increasingly found itself caught between the great powers of Rome and Persia. In the year 301 after Christ, King Tiridates III, became the first ruler in the world to adopt Christianity as the state religion, more than a century before the Roman Empire. Thus, Armenia is considered the first Christian country in the world. In the centuries that followed, Armenia was repeatedly divided and occupied by the Byzantines, the Persians, the Arabs from 640 after Christ, the Seljuks from the 11th century after Christ, and finally the Mongols in the 13th century after Christ. In the 11th century, the Kingdom of Cilicia also arose, an Armenian state on the Mediterranean coast, from 1080 to 1375 after Christ, which maintained close relations with the Crusader states. In the 16th and 17th centuries, historical Armenia was divided between the Ottoman Empire and Safavid Persia. This division persisted after the 18th century as well. After several wars between Russia and Persia, from 1804 to 1828 after Christ, the northern part of Armenia was ceded to the Russian Empire in 1828, while the southwestern part remained under Ottoman rule. During the First World War, from 1914 to 1918 after Christ, the Armenian Genocide took place. From 1915 to 1917 after Christ, during which an estimated 1 to 1.5 million people in the Ottoman Empire were killed or displaced. In 1918, Armenia proclaimed the First Republic of Armenia, which, however, was occupied by the Red Army in 1920. 2 years later, in 1922, Armenia became part of the Soviet Union, officially known as the Armenian Soviet Socialist Republic. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Armenia declared its independence on the 21st of September, 1991 after Christ. Since then, the Republic of Armenia has been an independent state. In the 1990s, the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict with Azerbaijan broke out, a conflict that remains unresolved and has repeatedly flared up into open warfare, most recently in the years 2020 and 2023 after Christ. Today, in the year 2025 after Christ, Armenia is a parliamentary republic with its capital Yerevan, founded in 782 before Christ, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. The country preserves a strong cultural heritage, including the Armenian language, the alphabet created by Saint Mesrop Mashtots in 405 after Christ, as well as numerous monasteries, churches, and artworks that continue to bear witness to the long and eventful history of Armenia.